Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We talking about San Antonio Spurs, y'all. And I had to make a video on this whole LaMarcus Aldridge situation. He just signed with Brooklyn. I'm a little late on this, but I really wanted to get my thoughts together before I made a video. I wasn't sure if I should make a video because technically he's not a Spur, but I said, the hell with it. I don't make a video about my thoughts, man. And to be honest with you, man, I'm not a hater. I respect LMA, but there's no way in hell that I'm supporting the Brooklyn Nets, bro. I'd rather have the Lakers win the championship than the Brooklyn Nets. And I know that's blasphemous for a Spurs fan to say, but I'd rather them win it other than this team, man. I hate the Nets more than the Hulk hates aliens. I hate the Nets more than Zod hates Superman. Bones turned to dust. His hand is gone. Straight gone, man. Anyway, I hate the Nets more than people hate Peter Parker's dancing. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, man. I just hate the Nets, man. And if you give me a second, I can explain to you why. But before I jump too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. Okay, like I said before, you know, I can't stand the Nets. I'd rather the Lakers win. But this is not indicative of my boy LMA. You get what I'm saying? There's no hard feelings. I wish he still was on the team. I don't really know the circumstances behind his buyout. Did he force the Spurs' hands? You know, was it, you know, a cancerous nature of his buyout? Who knows? But the Spurs kept it hush hush. You know, they handle it with class. I haven't heard anything. Let me know in the comments if you heard anything. So I don't have any hard feelings against him. But again, back to my point about not rooting for this Nets team. You get what I'm saying? And I'm a Spurs fan, obviously. But, you know, I try to treat other NBA players and other fan bases fairly. That's one thing I am. I'm not the person that's going to be yelling out LeBum and calling Kobe, rest in peace, a rapist and all this stuff. I'm not doing all that. You get what I'm saying? There's some trash talk involved because, you know, the Spurs are my team, but I'm not going to hit below the belt. But it's something about this Brooklyn team that irks me. I just don't like this team and, you know, some of the details behind its construction. You know, I'm not necessarily against super teams. I love that these guys have a choice. You get what I'm saying? Because these owners are making billions of dollars, and we look at these guys making millions and we just think we can negate their feelings. But that's a video for another day. It's not that. It's not the super team thing. What I don't like about this team is it's literally a team full of quitters, like top to bottom, full of quitters, top to bottom. Let's start with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is one of the best talents in this game, yet he quit on OKC, a team that was good enough to win the NBA championship, a team that should have went to the finals that year. Team that gave up a 3-1 lead on the Warriors, and he just walked away. He left. He quit on OKC. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, he has the right to leave, and I believe in that right. But to go join the team that beat you, go join the team that embarrassed you, to go join a 73-9 team, that's crazy to me. And before you say anything, that is absolutely not the same thing what LeBron James did going to Miami. Not at all. That would have been the same thing if LeBron went to go play with the Boston Celtics. That's what that would have been. So to me, he's just a quitter, man. He's a quitter. Now, when he first got to the Brooklyn Nets, tried to get with Kyrie and build something with DeAndre Jordan and those guys, you know, I wasn't totally against that. I kind of liked the fact that he was trying to make the name for himself. But then here we go, man. James Harden, another quitter. You get what I'm saying? It's one thing to want a buyout or want a trade from Houston, but to come in overweight, to average 14 points, not try on the court, diss your teammates that have nothing to do with this, by the way. Your beef is with ownership. Your beef is with the GM. Yet you're talking trash. And then to go to the Nets and miraculously drop the weight, miraculously jump your scoring from like 14 a game, 15 a game to like 33 a game overnight, basically. Quitter, man. A quitter. Blake Griffin. Let's go to him. Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's he's with the Detroit Pistons, making a ridiculous amount of money, something he didn't earn. He wants a buyout. Fine, you want the buyout. You get what I'm saying? But he basically forced his way out of Detroit. Detroit isn't a winning team. I get that. But what he did that other night, where he dunked the ball and stared down the Pistons bench, that was retarded. I'm sorry. That was the stupidest thing I ever heard of in my life, bruh. Now, I don't know all the facts behind the situation. Maybe they got some beef going with some of the players. Who knows? But I will say this. It just came across as very extra and very lame, man. This is the team you just quit on, man. This is the team that you just left. Of course, they're supposed to feel some type of way. Of course. That's what happens. They feel some type of way. And don't get me started on your boy Kyrie, this weirdo. You get what I'm saying? Forcing his way out of Cleveland because he didn't want to be the sidekick to one of the greatest players of all time. Sir, you're a great player. You're a good player. You're an all-star. But you're not a superstar talent like a LeBron James. You should have just stayed in your lane. Now, I do admit that he did apologize to LeBron. You know, he did admit that it was hard being the leader. But then he just destroyed the Boston Celtics chemistry and just left. Man. So I just see him as a quitter as well. This team is full of quitters, y'all. And another thing, before I forget, about Durant, one thing that's annoying about him, and this is kind of annoying about LeBron too, is this constant need and thirst to recruit more talent, man. To me, it's just so backwards. Like, it annoys me a little bit that LeBron does that, but KD takes this to a whole nother level. Imagine having a team set with Kyrie, Jordan, Blake Griffin. Imagine having that team, Harden, and then still recruiting people. Still. LaMarcus Aldridge is on the record saying that before he could even blink, KD was already texting this man, recruiting him. I'm like, dear God, man. How many more people you need, bruh? To me, that's just so lame. Oh my gosh. Like, I get the Harden thing. But after that, man, you recruiting Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge, that's just overkill, man. That's just overkill. You thirst trapping other players. That's overkill, man. To me, it's lame. And I hate to say it, but some Spurs fans feel like LMA is a quitter too. That he quit on the Spurs. That he quit on this team. You get what I'm saying? That he couldn't wait to be a free agent. That he came in a little out of shape. He came in a little lackluster. He came in with a lack of enthusiasm. And it was like that since the beginning of the year. You know, he was taking a lot of games off anyway. So I don't necessarily characterize him as a quitter. You get what I'm saying? I understand his point of view. He's at the end of his days as a basketball player. He wants to get a ring. The Spurs respect that. And that's why they did the buyout. So I'm okay with that as a fan. I don't feel betrayed. But I can't really negate that argument that he did quit on the team. We could have used him to get to the playoffs. We could have used a more motivated LMA. Now, maybe he's banged up. Maybe it's something going on. I don't know. I'm just a mini YouTuber, guys. I'm just guessing. I'm using the eye test on this one. Using the eye test. But I debate online all the time. So there's a lot of people that feel like he's a quitter, and it's hard for me to defend him completely. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not, although he did do it in a classy way, as far as we know, it's still kind of like quitting at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? So I said all this to make a point. You get what I'm saying? Like, if LMA gets the ring, I'm not going to hate on him getting the ring. I'm going to clap if he gets it. But man, I just can't bump with the Nets winning. I can't really stomach it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could stomach the Lakers winning because LeBron is an all-time great. You don't really hear Anthony Davis talking much trash and stuff like that. But these jokers over here, these quitters over here, man, I can't bump with them, man. I can't bump with them. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Check me out in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this topic. If you care about this topic, do you want me to do more NBA topics? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for kicking it with me, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.